Bed. I'm in my bed. Well, I'm not in my bed, but I'm on my bed. I'm home. I went wee all the way home, and I made it. And I came back. It was a very tiring, long drive home. But the first day, I think I drove like 10 hours. It was long, almost 10 hours. And I thought, you know what? I could make it all the way home. And then, I don't know, all of a sudden it all just hit me. Like, no, I can't. I need to stop. I felt so nauseous and so dizzy and so tired. And then I was just so anxious last night. I couldn't go to sleep, even though I was tired. So I listened to my meditations. I listened to one of my meditations, and then I listened to two of my affirmation meditations that I made for some of my clients just to like calm down. And I finally went to sleep, and then I think I only slept 3 hours. And I won't even say why, because it was annoying, but I got woken up, and so I was super tired driving home today. I think I had to drive like 5.5 hours, something like that. And it seemed like longer than the day before, where I drove twice as long. But maybe it was just because I was anxious to get home. And I had some weird things that happened on the way home that I won't go into. But I arrived home. Of course, the property was a mess with lots of branches and big pieces of trees that broke off, especially a little bit in the front yard. But the backyard, I was muscle woman. Dragging big, huge branches from my backyard to the front, gathering it all, everything I could. Some of it was just too big and I couldn't do it, but I don't know. I just was so tired, but I was just at the same time, like, you know, when you're running on adrenaline and you're just like, "Urgh." Like, I was just kind of, I feel like the hurricane was angry energy, because I felt angry when I was like grabbing those big, huge branches and trying to pull them from my backyard all the way across the side of the house to the front yard. Like, it's a pretty big property. And yeah, so I was just like sweating because it's hot and humid, but I just was like, I just wanted to move those branches. Like, I just wanted to just like be like, like muscle woman and just do it. And I didn't care. I was just like sweating like crazy. So big pile in front of the house of what I cleaned up. Of course, everything had to get thrown out in the refrigerator because we didn't have power for many days. I'm still not done. I'm just tired. I need to take a shower. I was just like even too tired to take a shower, but I have to. But I laid down on my bed for a minute and it felt so good. Oh my God, I was like, yes, this is what a bed feels like. This is what my bed feels like. There's a few not great things that happened with the house. One of them is there's this leak right there on the ceiling. And that happened with the last hurricane, and our lovely landlords never fixed it, and it's getting bigger with every rain. And then this time, now it's leaking because, let's see if you can see it. Right there, it leaked on my comforter. It's kind of sticky on the floor. Like, yeah, I guess the water was sitting there. So hopefully they come and fix that, because that needs to get fixed for sure. I didn't even unpack yet. Usually when I come back, I totally just unpack because I just want to unpack. At least almost everything in that luggage is clean, so I don't have to do laundry. And yeah, basically it's getting back to life. I feel a little weird still. It's just like still, I guess you're like, you kind of feel like in shock. And I will say, of what I saw of this city that I live in, it didn't look that bad. And now I know there were some areas that got hit pretty bad, like flooding, and I didn't go over there, but, well, I did see one area that I know that got flooded, and it actually didn't look that bad. And there's another river park. It was the 2 river parks near me. And the other one that's closer to me, yes, some of the trees were down, but they're just like small little trees. And yeah, people have their stuff that they cleaned up outside, but it's not even half as bad as Hurricane Matthew. And like when I came back from Hurricane Matthew, it was devastating. Oh my God, it was so devastating. I was like, ugh. And this one, yeah, definitely everybody had something to clean up, but it was not like Matthew. My house kind of looks like Amityville Horror, the haunted house of the vlog. Doesn't look that good right now. Hopefully that changes. But I haven't, really explored. I want to go to the beach because I'm sure it looks torn up there, but, well, maybe not. I want to go to the beach and check that out maybe tomorrow and, maybe take a little drive around. But from what I saw, it was not that bad. And even coming down from Jacksonville, I know Jacksonville got a lot of flooding in the city, but I didn't go through the city. But all the way down the highway, you could see where, yes, there was definitely some wind sweeping up, and some of the trees looked like little toothpicks with no branches or anything, or very little branches. But it didn't look bad. Matthew had signs down all over the place, bent over, broken. There's really not that much going on. So I think people around this area were exaggerating. I do, because I don't see that much. So yeah, definitely weird because the hurricane was not even over here, but it was so big. It was 400 miles wide. And like I said, Florida's only like 100 and something miles wide. So even though what didn't come here, it still covered like the whole state. So it's pretty amazing. That weather element of Mother Earth is pretty amazing, I have to say. But anyway, I just got to get back into my roots, back into my thing. My room smells good. My office smells good. It smells like incense from before I left. And, I was like doing my energy work here and talking to my angels and setting up my crystals before I left, saying, keep everything protected. And when I came in, I was like, thank you. Thank you. So I'm very grateful about that. I'm very happy that I got back and it was a safe trip because it was a really long trip. And personally, I don't like to drive long ways. I don't like to drive long ways. I don't mind going with someone driving, but I do not like having to do all the driving for all that way. And, but I did it. I think if it was just me, I would have just stayed here, to be honest. Anyway, it's all done now. It's all said and done now, and a lot of money later, I'm back. And it just seems like a wasted week, but I'm sure it was all for good reason. I'm sure it was, there's a beautiful silver lining. I'm sure that only good will come from this. I'm sure that everything is in divine order. I'm ready to see what all those things are. So anyway, I just wanted to check in and let you know I am back. I'm safe. Everything is fine. I got to get back to life, get back to work. I already started back to work, but get back on the ball. And let's see, today is Friday. I'll obviously have to do things around here, but for the most part, I'm going to kind of rest up a little bit this weekend because next week I'm going to have to start hitting things hard. So I'm back and that ordeal is over for now, as far as I know. And let's see what happens next. Hope you guys are all doing great. Thanks for hanging with me through this weird thing. And breathe. That's what I'm doing a lot. Breathing. And have a restful weekend if I don't see you. But maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Whenever I see you again, I will see you again. Anyway, thanks. Take care. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming live or uploading a new video. And until next time, peace out. See you guys later.